Hi everyone, if you haven't watched the first portion of the video, please look at that first before you start watching this one. So in previous video, I explained to you how you can expand binomials like this. Another type of the question you need to know is, we could ask you like this, 3x minus y to the fourth power, and we could ask you, find the coefficient of x squared y squared term. So once you do all this work, you can see coefficient of x squared y squared should be 54. So I could ask you, when you expand this, what's the coefficient of this term? Your answer should be 54. I could also ask you, what's the term for coefficient of term for x to the fourth power? Well, once you do all that, you can see actually the fourth power has 81. So that will be the answer. Coefficient of x to the fourth power is 81. But do you remember, we have to do everything here to get all those answers. So what if I ask you, can you just get coefficient of x squared y squared? So you can still do all this and get the answer, but there's a theorem you can use just to get that portion, which is binomial theorem. So this is actually, each term is expansion of this sigma notation using binomial theorem. But the way I explain, I use the Pascal's triangle for all this part, and this power I already explained to you how to deal with descending order with the first element, ascending order with the exponent. So it's already taken care of. But when we ask you a specific term like this, many times it is faster, a lot faster, if you use this formula. So let me just test run for you what I meant by using the formula. So with this particular example, what if I asked you, find coefficient of x squared y squared term? What if that was the question? So first, you need to recognize, so I'm assuming I did not do this. So when you look at this, you need to figure out, using this formula, what's the value of n, what's the value of k? Well, n value is easy to recognize. Whatever the total power, the n equal to 4. So you're trying to figure out what's the k value here. So first term is 3x. Second term is minus y. N is 4. So you already know it's 4. Minus k, and that's a k power. 4 minus k. That's k power. 4 minus k power. And of course, you have in front of it n combination k, n combination, 4 combination k. So that will be term for each of them when you expand it. So for now, we're trying to figure out what's the value of k for this specific term. Just take a look at it. You want y to have a power of 2 minus y. You want k to be 2. So you can make y to be second power. So k value has to be 2. So plug it in. K value has to be 2. So 4 minus k, k value is 2. 4 minus 2 should be second power. So you got 3x to the second power. So you got 4 combination 2. Okay, I just compared power of y. The minus y parenthesis the k power, and you need power of y to be second power, so value of k should be 2, and plug in k is 2. So this is called 4 combination 2. 4 combination 2. So combination is this formula, combination. 4 combination 2. If your calculator has combination key, lots of scientific calculator does have a combination. So 4 combination, in my calculator, I go math, there's probability, and it says NCR is combination, NCR, and I type NCR and 4,2. I just type as 4,2 and hit the enter. I got 6. Using calculator, you can get 6. I need you to know how to do without using calculator combination. So the formula is this. N combination k is n factorial over n minus k parentheses factorial, k factorial. Sounds complicated, it's not. So 4 combination 2. What does the 4 combination 2 means? So 4 combination 2 is the same as 4 factorial over 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 factorial and 2 factorial. That's same as a 4 factorial all over 4 minus 2 is 2 factorial. 4 minus 2 is 2 and 2 factorial here. You might say, what is a factorial? Factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Just list the number all the way up to the 1 in descending order. Multiply all of them. 2 factorial means 2 times 1. 2 factorial means 2 times 1. So you get to just cancel between numerator and denominator. 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 cancel things out. 2 and 2 cancels out. So you got 6 over 1, which is 6. That's how you calculate combination. So you calculated this combination as 6, and you take a second power, which is 9x squared, second power, which is y squared. Then 6 times 9 is what? 54, x squared, y squared. Okay, 54, x squared, y squared is the answer when you distribute the whole thing. Let me give you some other examples. So, use the binomial formula to find the coefficient of u to the 12th power q to the 3rd power term in expansion of this. So if you look at it, u minus 2q whole thing to the 15th power. And what are we looking for? U to the 12th power and q to the 3rd power. Coefficient, what's the number in front of it? So you can apply binomial theorem here. N value is a total number of powers. N equal to 15. 15 is value of n. And you need to look for k value. So applying that form, you need to find n, well, n was 15. 15, first term was u to the 15th power minus k. Second term is minus 2q to the k power. So you want this term to match this term. So I'm gonna look at power of q. Q power is 3. So minus 2 parentheses q to the k power. So you want to decide the k value to match this. Well, q has a third power, so k value has to be third power to match this. So you got third power here. (15 minus third power here, minus 2q to the third power here. Okay, so 15 combination 3. Again, if you have a calculator, you can just type it in. 15 combination 3. I got 455. Do you remember? You need to know how to do by hand as well. So 15 combination 3. How do we do this combination? You're using this combination formula. So you will have to do 15 factorial all over 15 minus 3 factorial on the denominator. 15 minus 3 is 12. Let's say it's 15 factorial over 12 factorial 3 factorial. Okay, 15 factorial means what? 15 times, 14 times, 13 times, 12 times, 11 times, 10 times, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. Did you miss anything? Yes. 12 factorial, do you remember? 12 factorial will be 12 times, 11 times, 10 times, 9 times, 8 times, 7 times, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 factorial in the denominator, you got 3 times 2 times 1. As you can see, you can cancel numerator, denominator, all this packet right here, all that cancels out. 3 times 2 is 6, so 3, well, there's no 6 here. So 2 cancels out with this, it's just 7 here. 3 doesn't go anywhere, oh yeah, 3 goes with the 15, so 5. So denominator, everything cancels out. Numerator is 5 times 7 times 13. I'm gonna put them into the calculator. 5, 7, 13. 5, 7, 13. That's I get 455. 455. So if your calculator is not available, you will have to manually 35 times 13. You actually have to multiply by hand to the 455 as the answer. So if you calculate that 455 as the answer, 15 minus 3 is 12, so you got u to the 12th power minus 2 to the third power should be minus 8. Minus 8 q to the third power, we are almost done. 455 times minus 8. I'm going to calculate it. So 455 times minus 8, you get minus 3640 u to the 12th, q to the third. That is the answer. So imagine if you're trying to expand all the way with the 15, you have a 16 terms. That's going to be too much work. So you definitely want to use this binomial theorem to get the answer. So let me show you a couple more. Let me try the second question. So find the binomial formula to find the coefficient of the y to the 17th power, p to the second power terms of this, expansion of this. So I will write down y minus 3p whole thing to the 19th power. What are we looking for? Y to the 17th power, p to the second power. Again, using binomial theorem, you're looking for n here, y to the power 19 minus 3p to the k power k and factorial k. Okay, so you're looking for k value. So take a look at the power of p. P has a second power, minus 3p parentheses k power. So p has a second power, k value has to be 2 to match this. The value of k is 2. Oh, I forgot to write n value here. N value here is the power of the entire parenthesis, 19 power. So this should be 19. N is 19. K is 2, 2 here. So 19 factorial 2. So you need to calculate 19 factorial 2. 19 factorial 2. You are using this formula, factorial combination formula. So it will be 19 factorial over 19 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. That's same as 19 factorial over 19 minus 2 is 17 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, so 19 factorial, do you remember? 19 times 18 times 17 times 16 times all the way up to 2 times 1. 17 factorial, do you remember? 17 times 16 times 15 times all the way up to 2 times 1. 2 factorial will be 2 times 1. So you get the idea. 17 to the 1, you get to cancel numerator denominator. And 2 is here, cancel that further with the 9. So everything on denominator is canceled out. Numerator is 9 times 19. I'm gonna use 19 times 9. 19 times 9, you get 171. So that combination value is 171. So you got that as a 171. Y to the power of 19 minus 2 is 17th power. Minus 3 to the second power is 9. P second power. So all you have to do here is y 17th power, p to the second power, 171 times 9. 171 times 9. 1539. That is your final answer. Okay, when you do answer in RX, they're asking what's the coefficient. So they just put the coefficient in 1539. Okay. I hope this helps your understanding with a binomial theorem or binomial formula. So try the rest of it here. Try the rest of it. Pause it. Try it. Here are the answers. And you should be ready for IELTS assignment 12.